What's poppin', y'all? It's Mental Health Baddie J here to help you protect your peace in these untherapized streets. And for an anxiety girly, nothing tap dances more on my last nerves than traveling. I know, as much as I love to travel, I hate the planning stage. I'm an overthinker, so that's mainly because I overdo it when it comes to planning my trips. But here are 8 travel planning tips from an anxiety girl that helps keep me sane, as well as it helps me enjoy my trip, because you don't want to be stressed out on vacation because you're on vacation. And heads up, number 6 is going to save you some change too, so stay tuned for that. Tip number 1, download the airlines app. For real, download it, whether you're loyal to one airline or if you're like me, I'm for the skies. So whoever has the better deal is gonna get my coins. And better deal doesn't always mean better price, but that's another topic for another day, for another video. But again, download the airlines app. Make sure that you have it downloaded on your phone, because there have been many times where I've had gate changes, delays, important updates, and I'll get the updates through like notifications through the app faster than I will through like text or email. And I don't know about you, but the last thing I want to do while I'm on vacation, while I'm on a trip, is to be looking at my emails. I don't want to check emails when I'm traveling. I'd rather not. So seeing the gate change at the last minute through an email, and you see that they said that like 15 minutes ago, that my anxiety can't take it, because how do I know it hasn't changed again and my email hasn't updated? So download the airlines app. Tip number 2, battery packs. I'm always going to say this the day before you travel. Make sure you charge everything. Charge everything and make sure that you have battery packs. Now, they come in like handy dandy little sizes, different sizes or whatever, and they are good when you have like a flight delay. Let's say you're out and about on the city on an excursion, and some of the excursions last like all day because you're being transported 2 hours this way to see some ruins and things like that. Or you may just be out all day doing just touristy stuff, and you may not be able to always get to a charger. I'm always scared that, I know this is gonna sound crazy, I'm always scared that I'm gonna be like somewhere in a cave or stranded on the side of the road and I have like 2% battery, and because I have no signal, my battery's running even faster. So the little battery packs come in handy. I use them in my daily life. I use them going to concerts. They come in different sizes, so I have some that fit in my little Telfar bag. I have an extra one in the car just in case, because what if I get stranded on the side of the road? What if my battery dies? What if I have to go somewhere and I forgot to charge my phone? I'm telling you, invest in battery packs. Now, personally, I like the Anchor brand. They seem to work really well with iPhones, and as long as you have like a battery pack that's at least like, listen, I'm not a tech girly. I think it's like 13,000 ampere hours or whatever. I'll link it so you'll see. But it charges my phone. I have like an iPhone 13. I haven't upgraded yet, don't judge me. But it charges my phone at least 3 to 4 times from dead to a full charge. So battery packs. Tip number 3, when in doubt, make a reservation. If there's a place that you have your eyes set on, when in doubt, make a reservation if you really want to go to that restaurant, because you never know if there's an event or anything that could cause that restaurant to be busy, or they may be closed if you don't know. So always play it safe, make a reservation. If you change your mind, you can always cancel the reservation. Be a good person and cancel the reservation if you're not going to use it, so someone else can take it. But definitely make sure you always make a reservation for any restaurants that you definitely want to make sure you hit up. Tip number 4, download any movies on your iPads, your tablets for any entertainment while you're on the flight, books, whatever. Because now, as much as I'm in the sky, I am terrified of flying. I know, but I need as many distractions as possible. I need many distraction options as possible. So sometimes a book will get it. Sometimes I need to pull out my iPad and watch some movies. So I like to take the time that when I'm on a flight to catch up on a season of a show that I haven't been able to finish or even start, or check out a new one that everyone's been talking about, because I can literally be laser focused on what is on the screen and not worry about anything else that's around me. Because I'm telling you, as soon as we hit any type of turbulence, I'm gonna start crying immediately. No question, immediately. So I'm not ashamed of it. It is what it is. But for real, make sure you have something downloaded on your phone, your tablet, or whatever. Have an ebook or even a physical book. because other than the flight, you might run into some other type of delays or downtime. For example, your hotel room may not be ready, so you may have to wait a while before you can actually check in. On the way to the airport, while you're waiting to get the rental car, you know, there's going to be different situations where you may find yourself sitting. You may have a connecting flight, so you're just at your layover, just kind of chilling. Sometimes in the Airbnbs and in the hotels, if we don't like the channels that's on the TV, we'll either bring a Fire Stick. That's another hack. We can bring a Fire Stick, or just watch whatever you have downloaded on your iPads or your tablets, especially if you're going somewhere where there's like a time difference and you're up at like 3 a.m, because it wouldn't be 3 in the morning at home or whatever, then you have something to watch. Tip number 5, take a picture of your passport and your driver's license. I keep a picture of my passport and driver's license in my email, and I have it on my phone because you never know. I keep mine and my husband's in my phone, and I have a copy of it in my email just in case. You never know if something happens. You'll at least be able to prove who you are, even if it's just a picture of it. So just to be safe, I have some type of identification on me. Tip number 6. This is where you're gonna save some money, y'all. Pack snacks. A lot of people don't know that you can take food on the plane. You can. Bring some snacks in your carry-on for the flight. As long as it's not liquids, TSA isn't gonna do anything to you. You can bring food with you, because airline snacks, airport snacks are hella expensive, and not even get on the flight, just at the airport. So what we'll do is we'll either go to the store beforehand, or even if we have some snacks around the house, and we'll pack those in our carry-ons. And again, as long as it's not liquid, you're good to go. It's good to have something on the plane, or let's say again, you land and then you're on your way to your hotel or your Airbnb before you can get to a store or anything like that, and you're hungry and you're waiting and standing outside waiting for your rental car, at least you'll have something to eat. And again, a lot of these snacks that you may want to take can be things that you already have at home. And then whenever we get in town to where our destination is, we also will make like a grocery store or like a convenience store run to get like little treats and snacks for the room, because we are not big like meal eaters, but we do like to have our certain snacks, and we'll even get snacks that are like native to the area or whatever, just to have some variety. But always take some snacks. You're gonna need something to hold you over. We're grown-ass toddlers, you're gonna want a snack. But I'm telling you, you'll save more money that way too if you go ahead and have your snacks ahead of time. Tip number 7, check the weather ahead of time. I check the weather starting a couple of weeks before we leave to go somewhere. For whatever reason, it could be just like in Texas. 1 minute is fine, and the next thing you could have a cold front for 2 days. There was one time we went to Los Angeles and there was a cold front for 2 days, and guess what? It was the 2 days that we were gonna be there. So instead of, wearing my cute little shorts, I was wearing the same pair of pants and like a jacket because it was cold as hell. So check the weather at least a couple weeks before, and then maybe a couple days before. You're gonna be packing at the last minute anyways, so at least check the weather to see if you need to pack a jacket or some sleeves, because it's gonna be 60 degrees versus the 80 that you thought it was gonna be 2 weeks ago. So check the weather. Number 8, do your research. Have a small list of like potential places that you may want to frequent, and be mindful of the hours and the area that you're going to. Because, for example, shops in France close for 2 hours during the middle of the day for lunch. In Japan, tipping is in practice, so you'll get looked at funny if you try to tip them for good service, because they're gonna be like, we don't do that here. We don't do that here. And in Italy, they tend to have dinner as early as 8 p.m. So if you're used to having dinner at like 6 p.m., you might be having a hard time finding a restaurant that's open that early, because they start their dinner at 8 p.m. So I'm just saying, do the research, so that way when you get to your destination, you won't be scrambling trying to figure out what you need to do. So let me know, did these tips help? I do have more, so if I need to do a part 2, let me know and I can make it do what it do. Do you have your own tips that you want to add? If so, meet me in the comments and let's talk about it, because traveling does not have to be as stressful. Not as stressful as I be making it sometimes, but especially because now we're in holiday season and we're going to be traveling, being around family, and people are going to be peopling out there. So these tips should definitely help you in your planning process. And if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to subscribe and sign up for notifications so you're up to date on all future videos. But until next time, protect your peace, babes. Bye.